how I lost my first pregnancy. Actually, my advice to ladies are, well, if you're married and you know you're still looking for the fruit of the womb, please, anytime you notice any changes during that period, anytime you notice any changes in your body, please take it very serious. Before you treat anything, let's say malaria, typhoid, or any sort, please do a pregnancy test first. Because mine started with my tooth. My tooth, all of a sudden, my tooth started paining me. Normally I'm a kind of person that I can take pains to some certain extent, but it got to a point that I noticed that the pain wasn't something I could handle again. So that morning I woke up, the pain was too much. In fact, throughout that night I couldn't sleep. So I told my husband, please, I want to go to the hospital. My husband was even shocked because he knows me. I'm a kind of person that even if I'm sick and you talk to me that we should go to the hospital, I'll tell you, I'll decline immediately. But that morning, me, I started telling him that I want to go to the hospital. He said, no, this is serious then. So that morning, in fact, it was around 5 o'clock. I've already prepared. I got dressed. I was restless. I was just, let's go. So that morning we left. He said we should go to the church because I had the church morning program that morning. So when we got to the church, I wasn't concentrating. The pain was so unbearable for me. So we had to rush to the hospital because hospital don't start that early. So, but when we got there, when it got to the time, the doctor will check me. So they asked me a few questions. I told them how the pain started and all that. So they said, okay, that the first thing I need to do is I'm going to do an x-ray on the teeth to be sure that the teeth is the one that is removable. I said, okay. And then that was when I remember that maybe that is even why some people said they don't like removing their teeth. Maybe they didn't check if the teeth is the one that is removable or not. So that was the first day I got to hear about that. So I went to the x-ray. They did the x-ray for me and they checked and said the teeth is okay, that it can be removed. I was so happy. So when I got back, to show you the pain I was going through, when I got back, they told me that they put me under anesthesia. They explained the process for me, that they'll give me an injection, an anesthesia injection to numb the place and make not to feel pains and all that. I said, okay. So when it was my turn, they gave me the anesthesia. They injected it inside my mouth. Do you know that when they even injected me, I was still feeling pain? The nurse looked at me and told me, are you feeling anything? I said, I'm still feeling pain. She was like, what? I'm still feeling pain. I said, yes. So later they gave me another one again. That is even when the pain now stopped. They started the procedure. Mind you, when I came to the hospital, they asked me a few questions like, am I pregnant? I said, no, I'm not sure I'm pregnant. That I'm actually still expecting, but I don't know if I'm pregnant now. So they said, okay, I don't even know why they were asking me. So after that, the person that removed my teeth, I don't know what they called them. So he came in and told me to lie down on a stretcher like that. So I lied down. He placed the light on my mouth and it took him time, but he was able to remove the teeth and he gave me to see. So when they removed it, they gave me a cotton wool to put in that place to absorb the thing coming out. So I collected the cotton wool and I stuffed it there. So after some time, they asked me to remove that one and they gave me another cotton wool again. So they gave me another cotton wool. They monitored to be sure that I wasn't removing too much liquid. You should understand what I mean. So I said, okay. So when I removed it, after some time, they gave me some antibiotics and they said I can go home. On my way home, that was when the anesthesia was now trying to go off from my body. So I started feeling pain. In fact, the pain I felt that period, it was something else. So when I got home, I took my medication, but something came to say, it was just as if people around me were just saying, they give antibiotics. I said, yes. I said, be careful. Are you sure you're not pregnant? This is my mind. I said, pregnancy. Where's the pregnancy coming from? I never knew that it was my pregnancy just talking to people innocently. But the deed has already been done. They have given me anesthesia, and some other things. So the deed has already been done. So that was how I continued the antibiotic. On the third day, because the antibiotic was to last 5 days. So, but with all those statements keep repeating itself, I just stopped. I stopped on the third day. I stopped taking the antibiotics on the third day. So at the end of that month, I missed my period. I told myself, what is happening? What is happening? Because I have never missed my period. Never. All the while I was trying to consider, never. So I was shocked. I said, is it the teeth I removed? Maybe the antibiotics is reacting to my system and all that. But one spirit said, you're expecting, check. I tested, lo and behold, I tested positive. I was happy and I was also sad at the same time. So after some time, I heard pregnant people normally have some symptoms, right? But I wasn't having any symptoms. I wasn't seeing any symptoms. I wasn't feeling any symptoms. And I was like, is this how pregnancy is? I tested again. I was still pregnant. So after that 1 month, a month plus, all of a sudden, guess what happened? I lost it. I just woke up one day and I started coming. Red substance started coming. Like, what? This pregnancy I've been waiting for over a year plus now, and it came. And the next thing is going on. I started remembering that to be that teeth that I removed, the anesthesia, the antibiotics I took, that was what affected me. That period, I blamed myself. But the second thought, I know the pain I was going through, that is a pain that I know that on my own, I cannot handle it. I was so pained, I was so sad, but the deed has already been done. There was nothing I can do. That was how everything left. So, on my next one, I'll tell you the other stories. What happened next.